Hi, yogis. Welcome. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to continue our exploration into building strength, flexibility, and balance, and feeling really good about ourselves all along the way. So let's go ahead and find a seat. I have folded my blanket so it gives me a nice little bit of lift. It's also very soft for my sit bones. If you want your chair, or you want to place your back against the wall, remember, those are great options. We will be seated for a few minutes while I introduce today's intention, and I want us to become more comfortable with being able to sit on the ground. So go ahead, find your seat. You are welcome to cross your legs. Here's another option. Maybe cross-legged does not feel good, but you can place your block or a big bolster and you can sit kneeling. Kneeling is really nice if it hurts our knees or our hips or our feet to sit cross-legged. In fact, I like to switch it up. Sometimes sit kneeling and sometimes sit cross-legged. So it's up to you. Lots of options, lots of variations. So hopefully you will be able to find what's right for you. Seated, you can cross at your shins. I also find that if I draw my right heel in, I can place my left heel in front of my right. Now, I know this looks like I'm more flexible than I am, but this just requires a fair amount of flexibility, not a lot, to be able to find this nice, comfortable seat. This would be called Siddhasana, another meditation type of posture. Great. Okay, now that we have our seat, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Today's intention is open to learning. Open to learning. And this is a great intention for not only us as yoga practitioners, but also as academics and scholars, which is you. You are in college. You are in the world of academia. You are a scholar studying to learn skills that will help you get a better job, help you manage situations, help you be more successful in life. So, yes, welcome, scholars, yogis, students. Our intention is to open to learning. And I think it's a little bit easier here in this realm of yoga because for many of us, this is all brand new. Everything I probably say in regards to this practice is pretty new. And there's a couple ways, well, there's lots of ways for everything, but there's a couple ways that you could take this. You could hear what I say and think, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's full of it. Or you could hear what I say and go, interesting. I am curious. How does that apply? And that second way is being open to learning. I have a 9, almost 10 in about 20 days, 10-year-old at home. And the big thing, I'll be trying to explain something and I get, oh, I know. She'll say, I know. And I think, how do you know? Like, I've never told you this before. Or it's something that I'm pretty sure she doesn't know. But that was the answer. I know. And have you heard of this before? I know. And it's like, what? Wait, whoa. And so I approach that with the same intention, open to learning, because this is something that I work on personally in my life. I want to be open. If you have an idea that conflicts with me, then I hope that we can discuss it and talk about it. And even if at the end of the day I don't agree, maybe there's still some learning that I can gain from being open. I never want to just turn someone away and say, you don't align with me, you don't agree with me. That's conflict. And I would like to avoid conflict. Not always possible, but even in the face of conflict, can I be open so that there is a peaceful resolution? So, if we're thinking about open to learning, then it's really saying, whatever it is I welcome in, I am open to views, into ideas, into something new. And instead of closing off saying, oh, well, I already know that, it's opening. Even with something that you do know, I'm open to learning about yoga. I've done a bunch of yoga, but there's still so much more that I can learn to grow and progress. This is our intention. I feel like it's very important. I welcome you, I invite you to embrace this new practice because I understand yoga can be pretty weird. When I took my first yoga class, it was in graduate school in 2009 in Colorado State University in Fort Collins. Great. I had a great time. I loved going to grad school there. And the school rec had yoga classes. So I thought, all right, I'll try one out. And went to the first class. It was this very athletic female teacher. And she taught a very powerful class. And I sweat through it. I couldn't finish it. It was very hard, challenging. It was an all levels class. It wasn't like this where I walk you through from beginning to end. And so I got done. And I was like, wow, I couldn't do that. That was so hard. What the heck was that yoga thing? I didn't know. I had no idea. I think yoga might be the most misunderstood activity in existence. Okay, that's a little extreme and dramatic, but I really feel like it's very misunderstood. So the next time I come back to yoga, it was a different female teacher, and she was not as physical. I would say she was more metaphysical and spiritual. And in yoga, we sometimes come together, we place our hands together, and we make the universal sound Om. You may have seen it somewhere before. But with no prior experience to yoga, we sat down and she led us in the sound of Om, and I thought it was so weird. I had never seen anything like it. And in fact, it almost scared me off just because of the unfamiliarity and because I wanted to close and say, oh, that was not something that I'm accustomed to, and I don't think I like it. But instead, I said, that was something I'm not accustomed to, but let me come back. Let me be open. Let me see what else this practice has to offer. And I'm so happy I did because all these years later, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I still love this practice. So, open to learning. This is it for us. Okay, if you need to adjust, maybe switch the cross of your legs. That can be really nice. Or if you're seated, maybe stand up, do a quick stretch. But let's find our seat again. And we'll sit, close eyes, take 3 breaths. This really, truly is the transition from whatever it is that we're doing, what's happening in our day, into let's practice yoga. Great. So you have your seat. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. First, a mouth breath. Deep breath in. And let it go. Now, through your nose, nasal breaths, if you can, of course. Breath in. Breath out, let it go. Breath in. Breath out, let it go. Breath in. Breath out, let it go. Very nice. Let's just sit still and breathe for a moment. Natural breath, smooth breath, and notice what those few breaths have already done for you. Very nice. Let's blink our eyes open to learning. Namaste. Very good. Okay, we can get up. Let's start in tabletop position. A very nice intro way to get it going. Blocks and cushions and blankets aside. Hands underneath of shoulders, knees underneath of hips. Plant your hands down, root through your fingers, shoulders away from ears. Open into an arch, back bend, inhale. Exhale, round. Spine grows long, tail tucks, chin into chest. Inhale, open and through. Exhale, round in. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Cat pose. Very nice. Inhale. What does it look like? What does it feel like? I don't think a cow, but cow pose. Go ahead and round. Inhale, arch. Start to take your hips from one side. You can go hips to the left, round. Exhale. Inhale, hips to the right. A little variability in our movement. Exhale, round, cat pose. Inhale, hips to the left, cow pose. Exhale, round. Inhale, hips to the right. Very nice. Let's take our knees wide. Big toes touch. Now, I want to give you a resting posture in case you're ever tired in the middle of the practice and you just need to take it down. This is called child's pose or balasana. Now, for some of us, it doesn't feel good to flex our knees. This is not accessible. If that's you, that's okay. You basically walk your forearms forward, your hips stick up into the air, and your forehead goes onto the ground. Child's pose. Now, if it feels okay, you are welcome to walk your hips back towards your heels, hinge at your waist, bring your forehead down. This requires a greater range of motion, or ROM, in your body, in your hips and your knees specifically. And we want to make choices. We want to be open to the choice that is right, open to the learning. And the learning may be, I'm going to try and sit my hips back. Ow, that hurts. That's not good for me. Let me lean forward and take this adjusted posture. Very nice. Whether you're hips back or hips up, go ahead, take a deep breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Very nice. Let's come back up, crawl your knees forward, make your way up onto your feet, and then we will stand in Tadasana. Mountain pose, toes spread, feet underneath of hips, palms forward, heart lifts, shoulders relax. Really nice. Just our arms for starters. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to center. Inhale up. Exhale, center. Inhale. And exhale. Hands down. Tadasana. Deep breath in. And let it go. Really, really good. Half sun salutation or half salute. Front of our mat, facing forward. If you have your block handy or your chair handy, please go ahead and bring that over. Hands go up, inhale. Little bend in knees, exhale, dive, forward fold. Hands to your block. Go ahead and let your head, shoulders hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, hands sweep wide and go all the way up. And then exhale, hands in through to your heart center. Really good. Inhale, take hands up. Exhale, a little bend in knees, dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, bend knees, forward fold. Inhale, rise, hands up, 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 up. And exhale, let's bring them to center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, wide arms, sweep, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, hands up. And exhale, hands to center. And hands down. Excellent. Deep breath in. And a big sigh. Hands sweep up, inhale. Hook your thumbs up and overhead. Take your hands back. Hips shift over to the left, hands up and over to the right, and stretch your arms nice and long. Feel length from your left foot to hip to shoulder to hand. Keep breathing. Very nice. Inhaling up. Hips over to the right. Length from right foot to hip to shoulder through arms, and then straighten your arms. Feel into it. If it feels funny, that's okay. Just breathe. We're open to whatever this is. Inhaling up. Release your thumbs, little bend in knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's bend our knees to get our hands to the floor. Step our feet back. Tabletop position. Inhale, open arch. Exhale, round cat. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral tabletop. Bring your block or prop in. Step your right foot forward. Good. Tuck left toes. Scoot your left knee back. Walk your hands back. Straighten your right leg. Half splits. Your right knee moves towards straight. It might go straight. It might have a pretty big bend in it. All good. Let's just steady in here. Lots of breath. Find your breath, breathing in and out through your nose into a place of feeling sensation. Ardha Hanumanasana, opening up into our hamstring. Really, really good. All right, we can start to walk our hands forward, set the block to the side, make our way back. Tabletop position. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Grab your block or just walk your hands over to the right to step your left foot forward. When you come up on block, walk right knee back by tucking toes so there's space to straighten left leg. Hands underneath of shoulders. Heart lifts up. Flex left ankle. Remember, these are all alignment cues. Engage left leg. Hinge at your hips. Feel the stretch. Breathe into it. Really good. You're doing so good. Breathe. 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 Very nice. Walk your right knee back, forward. Block to the side. Left leg steps back. Tabletop position. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Good. Step your right foot forward, left foot forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And hands down. Very nice. Let's close our eyes. We don't want to rush past and skip through all of the learning, all of the opportunity, all of the beauty that's happening right now in real time in this moment. Good. Blink your eyes open. A little drill. Feet together. Hands onto your thighs. Close your eyes. Now, what I experience is movement. My body is moving. I'm standing up nice and tall, but I can feel the weight shift around my feet. Now, I would like to venture and say this is balance. Go ahead and open your eyes. Step feet apart. Balance is not stillness. I am balancing on 2 feet right now. It feels like stillness because I am so good at it. You are so good at balancing on 2 feet. We don't even realize that we're balancing. We just call it standing. Okay, no big deal. When we get to 1 foot, though, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, I can't balance, but we can balance on 2 feet. Now, what we just learned is balancing on 2 feet with our eyes closed when they're next to each other, there's little movements. And this happens in all of the different shapes, whether it's standing Tadasana on 1 foot in a tree pose, in a warrior 2 pose. These are all balancing postures. And when we move from one to the other, they can get a little bit tricky, but we develop this skill as we practice. So the very first balancing posture, well, they're all balancing postures according to what I just said, but the very first single leg balance, let's say that, is literally going to be standing on 1 leg. So let's bring our hands to heart center. Feet are about hips width distance apart. Shift your weight over into your right leg, lift your left heel. Lift up through your heart, flex your left ankle, bring your left knee up. Now, you're probably wiggly and wobbly, and you might even fall, and that's okay. Think about when we were a kid learning how to crawl or walk. We fell all the time. Now we're trying to learn how to balance on 1 foot in all these different ways, and we might fall. Falling is part of progress, and I like to think of it as falling forward, failing forward. This is a good thing, and I will talk all about that in a later discussion. Perfect. Left leg goes down, hands down. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Shift weight over into your left foot. Hands to heart center. Right knee lifts. Right ankle flexes. Breathe. Breathe. Balance requires a couple things. 2 very important things are that we look at one spot that doesn't move and that we breathe, because we can only hold a posture that is challenging for as long as we can hold our breath. Right foot goes down. All right, balancing on 1 leg. This yoga stuff is pretty cool. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. Let's make our way back down to the floor. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, but we go like yogis. Flow like yogis. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back. Tabletop position. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Start to circle your shoulders around your wrists. Now notice the weight over your hands is shifting big time. Go ahead and start to go the opposite direction. And you compensate, you adjust, you balance through your fingers by engaging and releasing. Now, this is the same concept that can translate to our feet or our forearms or our hips or anywhere that we might be balancing. Let's bring our block over to the left. Step right foot forward. Now, I'm looking for a certain alignment. Right knee over right ankle, left knee under left hip. And we can do this as you are here. If you need to pad your knee, please remember to do that. And if this is challenging, maybe I skip past this and it's too soon just to fast forward, then you can stand up, set your right foot down, step your left knee back. Perfect. And then you adjust and you wiggle. Okay. Now, spread your right toes, root down into your right foot, left hip forward, right hip back. Hands up and overhead. This is called a low lunge. Low because my left foot is grounded. Your left toes can be tucked or untucked. I like to have them tucked because it helps send activation and energy through my left leg and help to bring my left hip forward. Arms up. Now, find a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh. Deep breath. Let it go. One more breath. Let it go. Hinge, forward fold, hands to the inside of right leg, right foot steps back, tabletop position. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Very nice. Let's bring our block in. If we want to pad our knee, go for it. Pad your right knee, please. If we need to make our way up, and then find it in the reverse direction, totally cool. We're learning how to do that too. Now it's left ankle under left knee, right knee under right hip, spread left toes, root down left foot, and then come up. I'll show you from the front. So what I don't want is the right hip to open. I would like to see the right hip come forward. Now with the right hip forward, left hip back, it squares hips to the front. Here's a little core activation, and then hands can float up. I feel stretch across my right hip flexor, my right quadricep, in my left hip. When I reach my arms up, I feel it in my side bodies. So I feel this stretch in a lot of places. Now you, with your unique history, structure, everything, you will feel it wherever you feel it, and that is okay. As long as it doesn't hurt, you're not in pain, and you're breathing, you're doing good. Okay, 3 breaths. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Very nice. Go ahead and hinge. Hands to the floor, block blanket aside. Tabletop position. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Good. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Pick up your knees as you walk your feet up all the way to the front. You can bring your prop back. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Let your shoulders, head hang heavy. Inhale, come all the way up. Hook your thumbs, crescent over to the right. Inhale and up. Crescent over to the left. Inhale and up. Release hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And hands down. Really cool. Now, you might have started sweating. You might be thinking, what the heck? I'm sweating in yoga? Yes. Yoga in modern day, what we're practicing is very physical. It is also very spiritual. It is also very mental and emotional. It's all the things, and we will cover all of the things. But right now, the path to the top of the mountain that we are currently on is physical. And what I am guiding you here is physical, and it will continue to level up throughout the duration of this entire course. So, let's be open. Open to learning, open to what is available, open to this practice in all of its ways and to the physicality. Because if we want to increase strength, balance, and flexibility, that happens through a physical practice, which we are now participating in. So, yeah, good job. Perfect. Front of our mats, please. Oh, I want to bring it back to a little bit of balance again. Standing. Mountain pose, hand sweep up, inhale. Exhale, hands heart center. Shift weight over into your right foot, pick up your left knee, and float it. Find a spot on the floor off the camera that doesn't move. Try and straighten your right leg without too much knee pain. Good. Feel this shift around. If you fall, just come right back into it, no big deal. Working on our balance. This is called single leg balance or standing march. I will say this both ways, and I like both those names. Left foot goes down. Plant both feet down. Hands up, inhale. Half salute reset, little bend in knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Really nice. Shift weight over to your left leg, right knee, right heel, lifts, standing march. Very nice. Straight left leg, working on our balance, vision fixed, and breath smooth, full, and flowing the entire time. Yes, so good. Really nice. Let's go ahead and set our right foot down. Hands sweep up, inhale. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, hands go down, and we'll step back. Tabletop position, knees go wide. Relax your hips back or drop your forearms down. Take rest in our child's pose. And we'll be here for about a minute just to relax. I will come up to speak to you so my voice isn't all echoey. Sometimes I will ask you to do something and then demo it, and then you can be in the posture while I just speak through that time that you're in it. And this is one of those times. Relax your cheeks, relax your jaw. See if you're clenching your teeth, and let that go. Let a deep breath move into your chest, release through your chest. And a nice big sigh. You can speak a positive affirmation to yourself. I am open to learning. I am open to life. These are great things. And just give yourself this little moment to rest. It's really nice. So I'll take a deep breath in and a big sigh. Inhale, go ahead, come back up. Tabletop position. Arch, round, arch, round. Good. Block over to the left. Step your right foot forward. Low lunge. Hands to your block. Tuck your left toes. Pick up your left knee. Now I want to show you from the front. So my feet are not in line because that would be really hard. It would be like putting both your feet on one ski. But imagine you have feet on opposite skis and your feet are hips width distance apart, like Tadasana. Your left leg is stepped back. This will help for balance. All the little tricks that we can do, right? So alignment, feet are hips width distance. Right knee over right ankle, spread right toes. Place a little bend in your left knee, and then start to rise up. Crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Hips lower down, and then you can begin to straighten your left leg. Now, here's all the cues. Right knee over right ankle. Hips square to the front. Left leg moves towards straight. Hips lower towards the floor. Hands overhead, arms move to straight. Very good. Now find your breath. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Go with me here. Start to lean forward. Press into your left toes. Bring your hands to your block. So much strength and power in your right leg. Lower your left knee down. Step your right knee back. Tabletop position. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Good. Second side. We'll bring our block over to the right. Step our left foot up. Tuck right toes. Straighten right leg. Bend left knee over left ankle. Place a bend in your right knee. This will help support. Right toes are tucked underneath and then start to come up. Shoulder stack over hips. Whoa, did you see me just lean a little bit? I am in balance. Not still, but moving. Perfect. If you need to adjust your feet, that's good. Left knee over left ankle. Right leg moves towards straight. Hips square to the front. Arms up and overhead. If this is a lot, don't worry. We will do many crescent lunges, Anjaneyasanas, through the course. Hands up and overhead. Find your breath. Let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Start to lean forward. Trust the strength of your left leg. Lots of weight as our shoulders come forward. Hands find your block. Right knee goes down. So good. Step your left knee back. Block to the side. Inhale, arch open. Exhale, round. Let's step our feet up. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands all the way up. And exhale, hands heart center. Hands down. Amazing, amazing. Keep up the good work and the strong intention. Open to learning. We're learning a lot. I know it. I can feel it. I can see it. We can breathe it. It's so good. Let's keep it moving. Keep it grooving. Inhale, hands up. Hook your thumbs. Crescent over to the right. Inhale up. Crescent over to the left. Inhale and up. Release your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Go with me here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you can find hands to your block or fingertips to the floor, and let's step our left leg all the way back into Anjaneyasana. Spread your right toes, root down into your right foot, float your hands high and overhead. Square your hips, right knee over right ankle, shoulders over hips, left leg towards straight, vision locked. Let's breathe. Find your breath. Inhale. Lean forward, hands to your block or to the floor. Take a big step forward. Left foot finds your right foot. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale. We'll shift weight. Pick up your right foot. Step it to the back. Your block can come with you. Setting up for low crescent lunge, second side. Hands float up and overhead. Straighten your right leg. It moves towards straight. It doesn't have to be straight. Hips square. Left knee forward over left ankle. Arms up and overhead. You're in the shape and you're doing great. Don't look around too much. You might lose your balance, but then you can catch it. It's great. All right, perfect. Let's breathe. Very nice. Hinge forward. Hands find your block. Step the block forward. Step your foot forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Flat back, straight legs. Exhale, forward fold. Relax your head and shoulders and neck. Little bend in knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Hands to center and hands down. Take a moment. Catch your breath. This is great. So good. Perfect. Let's keep it moving and grooving because we are on a roll. Hand sweep up, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Shift weight over into your right foot. Left heel lifts. Left knee lifts. Balance on one foot. Very nice. Yes. Left foot goes down. Hands go up, inhale. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, take them to your block. Left leg goes back, right knee over ankle. Root down, crescent lunge. Hips square, getting familiar. Maybe it's a little bit more accessible, more enjoyable. We're open to what's happening. We're loving life. So good. Hinge, hands to your block, step your left foot forward. Inhale all the way up. Hands up and overhead. Take your left knee with you. Arms go up, and you come up. Standing march, a little variation, arms up and overhead. Yes, so good. Hands to heart center and down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to center. Shift weight into your left foot. Pick up right knee, standing march. Beautiful. Find your balance. You're doing great. Right foot down, hands up, inhale. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, your right foot steps back. Feet are on those ski tracks. Hands float up and overhead. Square into your hips and sink them down to the earth strong in your feet. Beautiful. Crescent lunge. Breathe. Start to lean forward. Hands forward. Right foot steps forward. Sweep your arms up. Bring your right knee up with you. Standing march. Hands up and overhead. Left foot down. Left leg straight. Right knee lifts. Breathe. Right foot sets down. Hands to heart center. Hands down. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Okay, so we can see we started slow. We're taking the intensity up. We are about to peak out, and then we'll bring it back down to smoothly close out our class today. I like to introduce challenge moves, something that is harder than everything else that we have done, because I think that the introduction of a challenge helps to expedite growth in that direction. So we could stop here and we could high five, we could say, hey, we did good, we did great, and of course we did do good and great, and I think all of those things. Or I can offer one thing that I think might be difficult for you. I do. I think this will be difficult for you. But I want to offer it because it will be difficult today, but not next time. Or maybe not in 5 times. But if we wait till 5 classes from now, then it will be difficult then. So why not introduce something difficult and challenging now so we gain that familiarity? And oh, wait, what? I said challenge. I said difficult. Where are we at? Do we want to turn the video off and say, I'm done with yoga? Or can we say, all right, I'm open. What do you got? I'm open to learning. I'm open to trying. I'm open to succeeding. How about that? Let's set ourselves up for success. I'm open to failing forward so that I can get that success at some point. Open, ready to go? All right, I think so. Let's do this. Front of our mats. Hands up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Crescent lunge. Blocks to the side. Hands up and overhead. Settle and get real strong in your crescent lunge. Now start to take your weight forward. Press into your left heel so your body shifts forward. Your hips come forward. Weight down into your right foot. And then take a big step up into standing march. We just transitioned one posture to another. Very challenging. You might have fell, but that's okay. Just join me here. Now, let's reverse this. A little bend in right knee, heart pitches forward, left leg steps back, and we are back in our crescent lunge, and that's amazing. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Hinge, forward fold. Step your left foot to meet your right foot. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down for a quick breath to reset, because I want to keep this energy moving and flowing through our body. Let's keep it going. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fingertips find the mat or your block. Step your right foot back. Prop to the side. Hands up. Inhale. Exhale, settle in. Get nice and strong. Stable in your crescent lunge. Heart pitches forward. Press into your right toes to shift your hips forward. Your center of gravity balances over your left foot, and then you mondo mega press up. And you might wiggle, and you might fall. But it's okay, because everything that happens right now is exactly what needs to happen, and it's beautiful. Find yourself in standing march, whether you could take one step or a few steps. And then let's try in reverse. Bend left knee, heart forward, right foot steps back, hands up and overhead, square your hips, smile on your face because it feels so good. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Hands to the front. Step your right foot forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale. Hands to center, hands down. Yes. Right hand comes up, goes over your left shoulder, and it goes, hey, good job. Nice little pat on the back. That was a challenge. That was the challenge move. Crescent lunge is the physical posture that I wanted to teach with enough introduction and warm up so that everybody, every student, you who is watching this can have the feeling of empowerment. And then also to add something on that challenges all of us so that we can learn about the practice, we can learn about our bodies, we can learn about ourselves. So thank you for being so open to the practice and open to learning. Let's take it down and calm it down. All calm it down. Hands up, inhale. Remember this, feet step wide, hands down malasana, forearms to your thighs, sit on your block, or hips down inside of your legs. Palms can press into each other. Yeah, really, really good. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And a big sigh, let it go. Now we can make our way down. If we need to lean over, however we get there. Seated. Walk your feet in. Drop your knees out wide, and the soles of your feet can press into each other. Now, this might look like this. Couple options. We can elevate our hips sitting on our blanket or a block. We can take our back to a wall. We can walk our feet out or step our feet out wide. However we can adjust, but the universal alignment is feet together, knees wide, sit up nice and tall through your chest. And then with that, go ahead and lean forward until you start to feel a stretch, not pain, but the feeling, the sensation. Let the weight of your head drop down. And then breathe. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Let's start to come up. Hands can help support knees. Hug your right heel in and your left leg long. Right heel in, right knee is bent. Now, your right knee, right foot might be out here. That's okay. Just bring it as close as you can. Remember, your shape is not my shape. We are different people, both beautiful and unique, working towards a common goal. Our goal is to be open to learning. Our goal is not to be bendy pretzels, although some of us are bendy pretzels, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not trying to be negative when I say that. But yeah, anyways, before I back myself into a corner, let's just do the shape and connect in the yoga posture. Left leg straight, left ankle flexed. Right heel is in towards your right hip. Left arm wraps around the front. Left arm goes up to the sky, and then reach your right fingertips back and twist over to the right. This is a twisted pose. Now remember from the intro video, if you are pregnant, this is compression on your belly, and please do not do this. Please do something else. Open body twist. This would be if you're pregnant. I'd say, hey, I have a life form inside of me. I'm going to open my stomach and not compress my stomach. Okay, but for those of us that are not carrying little baby children inside of our bellies, then we can compress our stomach, and that's okay. Heart lifts up, and you twist. Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, reach for your left toes. Right knee goes out. Now you might find your left foot, your left calf, the floor, or none of it, and you reach your left hands behind, lift up through your heart, and lean forward. Very nice. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. Inhale and come up. You can support underneath left leg. Bring it back in. Right leg goes long. Right ankle flexed. Right arm wraps. Left leg. Left hand goes behind. Heart lifts up. So I'm going to think lift up through heart. Twist over to the left side. Chin lifts. You can even look slightly back if that feels okay. Very nice. Find your breath. Yeah, really good. Go ahead, unwind your twists. Hands to your right foot, forward fold your right shin, either side of your right leg, or hands behind to lift up through heart and hinge forward. Go ahead and take a few breaths in here. Really nice. Lean back, stretch out left leg. Go ahead, shake it out a little bit. Leg shake out. Do, 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 do. Excellent. Scoot yourself into the middle of your yoga mat and then grab your knees. Go ahead and relax back. You can hug shins in, holding on, hands to shins. You can wrap your arms, grab an opposite hand, grab an opposite forearm, spine long, and go ahead and give your ankles 5 rolls in each direction. Opposite direction. Very nice. Release your feet. Set them all the way down. Now, go ahead and stretch your legs out long, feet about as wide as your yoga mat and arms out wide, Shavasana. You can lift up your hips and your shoulders and your head and wiggle around until you find a place that feels really good, really comfy. Again, if you have low back pain, you can walk your feet in, knees dip in towards each other, or just go ahead and roll over on your side into the fetal position. This can be a really nice way to take any pressure off your back. So find that great, relaxed, comfortable position lying down, and I will come up and meditate with you while you are in Shavasana. Perfect. You are welcome to close your eyes and invite in a nice deep breath. Let this breath go. And it is here where we can let all of the learning that has occurred integrate into our body on a physical level, into our mind on a mental level, into our soul on a spirit level. However and wherever this absorption takes place, now is the time, with nowhere to go, nothing to do, this beautiful space to just simply be and let all of the healing, all of the benefits of today's practice and of today's intention soak in. This is so important, maybe the most important part of our practice, where we lie down on the floor, we let go of everything, we release what we don't need to, and we are free to take on, to realize all the knowledge and the growth that's happened through the practice. I will call you out when it is time and bring us up. But for now, please just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the peace and enjoy the relaxation and enjoy the Shavasana. Open to learning and open to life. The theme, the intention it absorbs fully, soaks deep down into our bones, into our muscles, into our cells. Let's all take a nice deep breath in and let the breath go. Start to move in your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs into a full body stretch out in every direction. It feels so good. Yeah. And then roll over, left side or right side, press yourself up, come all the way up to a seated posture. And join me here, please. Really nice. Congratulations. You made it to the end of our practice. How does it feel? I hope it feels good. I hope it feels refreshing. I hope the openness that you have to learning also let go of any clinging to tension. Because in order to invite things in, we have to clear out some stuff. A little bit of spring cleaning, so to speak. Let's bring our hands right together in front of our hearts. Sit up nice and tall. 3 breaths. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. We can bow into ourselves and each other and thank you so much. Namaste. Excellent practice today, yogis. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Continue the good work, and I will see you next class.